All right, before I start my project, I wanted to show you. Yesterday, I went into town. My stepdaughter called us, and she said that there was 2 houses that were on the other corner from her that was going to be torn down this next week, just bulldozed down. And if we wanted anything out of there, we better come look. So we got up yesterday morning and went into town. And, oh, yeah, there was a lot of stuff. I just had to walk off and leave because I don't have anywhere to put it. It just made me sick. But I ended up getting a lot more than this. I have things out in the garage. I have spindles. There was a little child's old rocking chair that was just torn up, but it had lots of spindles. There was an old-time baby bed that was wood with spindles that was all broken down, but I grabbed all the spindles on that. There was some kind of thick table with thick wood. I'll show them later. That had some old spindles on it that I can use, big heavy spindles. I can't think of what else was there. Oh, there was an old-time little tricycle, and I did grab it to put in my front yard for decor. Well, there was two tricycles. One was a lot older, but it really didn't have any wheels on it, and my husband grabbed 2 wheels that was off on an old-time buggy. I mean, baby buggy. There was 2 old-time baby buggies. They weren't really in good shape, but the wheels were all from them. The canopies were all tore up and everything. But he grabbed the wheels, and they did fit on that real old tricycle and looked decent. But the big front one, I don't have. So, I don't know. We have it in the garage. I don't know what we're going to do with it. But these are a few things that I brought into the craft room. I have to clean everything up. But all these doorknobs were on the doors, and there was more. They were rusted. I couldn't get them off. And they had some really, really pretty glass doorknobs. I had a glass doorknob. He took me off. They must be out in the garage somewhere, because I know I had some glass doorknobs off of the bathroom door. I don't see them. I just now thought of it. But I got some of the plates that we took them off from. And there's part of piece, and there's another doorknob, and there's this here, like covers of flue. And then all these were on the cabinets in the kitchen, which I had a bunch of these at one time, but I'm down to 1. I had bought a bag of them at a craft show that I was in. Outside, they had people that had lots of junk and stuff, and I bought a whole bag, and I'm down to 1. So I was happy to find these, and I couldn't get them all off. A lot of them were just so stuck on that I couldn't get them, but I got what I could get, and I got the doorknobs I could get. And I have more stuff to share later out in the garage. There's an old key that was hanging on the wall, and I remembered there's a cobweb. Anyways, I looked up on the wall. I just now remembered in the kitchen, and there was a real old rusty strainer. And I thought, oh, I want to grab that. And then somebody came in and started talking to me, and I eyed this, and I went over and got this, and I forgot the strainer. And then there was also a tall thing that I could put in the front yard, and it looked like it had a place that was wrought iron. It looked like you had to put a plant in it, like a potted plant. And I forgot to get that. I didn't get that. So if I think about it this week before they tear it down, because it's scheduled to be demolished this week. So if I can get over there, I'll get those 2 items. And I got a lamp. It doesn't have a lampshade, but it looks like a primitive lamp. I'm going to spray paint it black. I'll show. That'll be a project that I do. And I bought me a 10-punch shade to go on it. So it looks really primitive. So I got that, and it works. It works fine. Even the bulb in it worked. I plugged it in. I thought, well, I'm not going to order the lamp unless or the shade unless the lamp worked. And I went over and plugged it in, and it just lit right up. So anyways, later on, probably not in this video, you'll see other things that I've got, because I'll be working with all those spindles. I got bunches of spindles. Anyways, I'm going to move on to my project now. Now, this is a pattern I made, and I've already done one that I realized after I finished it, it didn't. Here's one that I've already finished. It's kind of a prototype. It doesn't want to stand up, but it was just kind of pointed on the bottom. So I did try pulling the corners in. You can see here. Well, it did square it off, but there's no weight here to stand it up. You can lean it on something. And this is just made out of some muslin. And then I've cut another pattern. I've done another one, but I don't want to show that to you yet, because I'm going to go through this one to show you exactly how I did it. It's driving me crazy. It's kind of crooked there. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to do this one to show you how I already done one that's finished and it works. Because I made the box on the bottom when I sewed it. So when I sew this up, I'll show you what I do. And I put kitty litter, I took a baggie of kitty litter and put it in the other one, and it works real well. And this is material, kind of it's like a canvas. It's really thick. This is from Sonia. That was in my Happy Mail. And the other one I've already done that I'm going to show you is from Sonia also. And it's some material that she sent me. Like I told you that I didn't get it filmed somehow, that she had sent me quite a bit of material. But this is part of it. And the other snowman that I'll show you in a little bit is part of it. And I'll have the link for the PDF down below. So if you want to make one, you can just download it and make your own. And it's free. You just download it from... what is it? My Google files. Anyways. All right. I'm going to go to my sewing machine and start on this now. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start sewing this up. You can see where I drew my pattern the first time, and I didn't want that. So I went back and squared it off so I can make a box on the bottom. I'm going to sew right on the lines. And I'm not going to go all the way around, have you sit here and watch me do all of this. Okay, I'm on the last of the sewing right here. I'm going to go to where I started. And then from here, I'm going to take my pinking shears, and I'm just going to go all the way around and cut this out. Boy, this is really strong material. I'm going to go ahead and just clip my corners like that. And I'll take my regular scissors right here on the neck and not go into the stitches now, because I want that to be able to turn. This material is pretty thick. And this has the pinking around it. It should be fine. And when I go to stuff it, I'll just cut a hole in the back. Now that I have it all sewn up, I've done this side, but I'll show you how you pull the corners like this. Gotta make sure I'm in frame. You just... Okay. I need a pin. And I want this, I need a little longer one. I'm going to stick this through that, and I want it to come, it has to come out the middle of this seam over here also. Ouch. Okay. All right, now I am going to mark, you see what I did? I flattened the corners out. Now I want to come up about an inch. I think that's where I marked this one. I better make sure. Right there. I didn't come quite an inch. Looks like I went about 3. I want them both to be the same, so 8. Yeah, it was just about an inch. Okay, right there. So I'll mark it the same on this side. Now, from there, I'm going to put this, make sure my seams are open. Put this under there. That's about right where it's supposed to be. I'm going to pull my pin out. And I'm going to sew across there. Whoa. That broke my thread. That stuff's thick. Yeah, it broke my thread. I need to slow down. Okay, I'm going to rethread my machine. And now I'm to the other side. I went ahead and finished that one. And I'm going to move a little slower with this thick material. Okay. Now, I'll take this back in my room and we'll turn it inside out. And I'll also need to get a little baggie of kitty litter. Now, this is what my corners look like. You can see it's made a box to where it's going to be able to set up if you have kitty litter or something. You can use something. They say not to use food because it does, like rice and beans, draws moisture and it causes bugs. I have put beans in mine before and rice, and I've never had any problem, but I have clean kitty litter, so I'm going to use it. But anyways, I put a slit here in the back of my snowman. And I'm using these things, forceps. I never can remember the name, but I'll link them down below because when I use them, some people haven't seen them before and they ask what I'm using. So I will link these below on what I got. Mine are 7-inch. It wouldn't hurt to have some longer ones at times. When I'm not filming, I do this really easy. I swear I do. Okay, I got it pushed through, or turned back, or turned it right side out. I'm just running these around the seams to push the seams out. That all looks good. And now you can see how it's boxed it. Now I will stick my kitty litter. I wonder if I have too much. I probably have too much. I need to find something and pour some of this out. Okay. All right, there. It fits good. Now from here, I will get my polyfill and start stuffing this. And then I'll take and do a kind of a whip stitch when I have it stuffed the way I want it. And sew this up, and then I can start decorating it. I have it all stuffed, and now I'm just sealing or sewing this up. Now, I have him all stitched up, and he stands up, and I'm going to take some of my coffee grunge. This is just instant coffee and water. There is some cinnamon on the bottom, so I might get some cinnamon on it. And I'm just going to coat him and set him aside and let him dry. And he's pretty dark right now, but it probably won't. It'll dry lighter. Okay, this is dry, and I started out, I was going to finish it off, and here's the, I was going to do something on the material, and there's the paint I was going to use. It's dried up, pretty much dried up now. I changed my mind and wanted some arms, so I went and made a pattern for some arms, and I lightly stuffed these. I just traced them on and went around it, and then I've cut it in the middle and turned it and lightly stuffed it. So I'm going to do the same with this one now. And then I'm going to have to put the coffee stain on there and let them dry and wait on that now. All right, now I'm back to where I was. I have to put out some fresh paint. And I just want to use a chippy brush. I would admit less is better right now because I'm not sure how heavy to go. I just want to put a little bit on him. And make him streaked. Maybe a little heavier in other spots. Turn around and do the back. Okay, then I'll do the arms. All right, now put that in some water. Boy, I need to wash out some brushes. I can't even fit that down in there. And I've already painted my nose. I'm going to hit this with a heat gun right fast. And now I'm kind of trying to see where the nose, I want the nose, because I want to put the blush on before I go any further. That right in here. And I'm just using regular, my blush. Well, it came to the craft room. And then some right here. Let's see where his nose goes. I'm thinking right there with his nose, but I need to get my ink out. I need to ink my nose right fast. I wasn't thinking, I didn't get that done, so let me get my stuff ready. Now I'm just going to ink my nose real fast. And I just painted it with the Spiced Pumpkin by Americana Deco Art. Okay, then I'm going to take some lines, going to put some lines on it. Okay, that looks good. I have my hot glue gun on, so. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't think I'm going to put those bead things on the eyes. I think I'm just going to dot them with paint. This way I can kind of see where I want my nose. Or put my nose on where I can see where I want my eyes. I think right there is good. Now I need some black paint and something to dot with. Okay, I have just a skewer here and my black paint. I'm just going to dot my eyes. Cross my T's. That's what my mother used to say. Where'd that come from? All right, that's good. I need some eyebrows. I'm wondering if his eyes need to be bigger. Oh well, I'm going to go with this. Okay. Now, his arms. I don't know if I want him down to his side, like this. Or maybe up like this, where it looks like he can hold something. I don't know. I think I'm going to put to the side. And I'm just going to hot glue them on, because that's material against material. That will hold good. And now I've got to look at him and figure out what I'm going to do to, you know, juice him up some. I ripped me a pretty good size chunk of material. And I'm thinking I was wanting to try to get it to hang over, but I don't know if I had it wide enough through here. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Okay, I'm going to start right up here. I gotta be able to see. Okay, about right there. I'm gonna bring it around. Well, come on. I actually got quite a bit too much. So what I'll do is tear some off. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have pulled that down on the back of his head some. Probably should have. But I don't think it's going to show, so that's okay. We'll deal with it. Okay. Just going to glue that down. think I need to put a little stuffing down in there, just a little, and I should have had it longer. Should have. Okay, now this color. Okay, that's long enough to go around. I need enough to okay, so I do this. Actually, yeah, that's enough because I just wanted it to meet on the bottom of his eyes. Let's get some threads out of the way. All right. Make sure I'm in the middle. And I want it like this. I'm going to go all the way around. Okay, now turn it up. Okay, there's some thread. And then I'll put a little bit of glue right there. And I'll come over here and turn it and put a little bit of glue. Well, I think I'm just going to have to go with it up here because I did not cut that long enough to where it wants to fall down. Or maybe I'm just not getting it. No, it looks like he has a nightcap on like Scrooge in the movie. Nope. Okay. Okay, I don't need it that long, so that right in there. Turn him over. Hope I'm not boring y'all. So now his hat needs to be shorter. I am going to undo this and shorten his cap. Thinking about right there. Guys, I'm going to take care of this and I'll be back because you can see what I'm doing. Well, here's what I have so far, but it needs some little something right in here. And I'm still trying to figure out what it is. It can't be a bow, and it can't be a a bell, because I have some here and on there. Well, I've got to touch those up underneath there. They don't show up like that, though. Anyways, it just needs just a little something right there. So I'm going to keep looking at it and seeing what I can come up with. See if I come up with anything at all. Well, I took a little piece of this material here and made a little tag. And then I forgot. Well, last week I was looking on Amazon for some little small stamps. And these were real inexpensive. And I ended up putting Merry Christmas on there. And this is a cute, it was under $10. It was like $6 or something like that. Has ho, 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 Noel, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Holly jolly, there's a candle. Merry and bright, peace on earth. Some little stars. That's a Santa. Joy to the world, a shooting star. Holy night, fa la 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 la. A present, the Merry Christmas, a tree, a pine cone. Holly jolly. And Oh Holy Night. Oh Holy Night. That really has a lot of stuff on it when you want to make just a little tag real fast. So, anyways, I put the Merry Christmas on there. I was going to use the little tree, but there wasn't any room, so it wasn't necessary. Anyways, I'll leave these linked below if you're interested. I bought 2 different sets. What's the other set? The other set had just a little bit bigger stuff in it. Because I don't have any stamps that I can grab real fast and stamp on something small. Okay. This is special delivery, North Pole. Actually, I got it because I liked the little typewriter that said Dear Santa and the December 25th. The Merry Christmas stamp I like. A very Merry Christmas to you. Some stars and joy. And then approved by Santa's Workshop. Santa Claus is coming to town. Special delivery from the North Pole and a Santa. And, of course, Merry Christmas. But I got it mainly for these 2 right here. Well, I like the joy and the bells. Anyways, I thought, and both of these were relatively cheap. I'll leave them linked below. I think my snowman is finished. I keep wanting to put something right here, but I don't know. That might be too much. But I think that little tag, that really helped. It just needed something down here. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I'll try to do something besides snowmen, but I'm kind of into them. I think the next one I'm going to do, if I do a sewing pattern, I've bought a pattern off of Etsy. Because I was going down the rabbit hole again. Well, this pattern was mine. And it's linked below. It's free. This here with pattern with the arms. You can take the arms. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you. I'm signing off and I'm not ready to go yet. This one is the one without the arms. And this is the one with the arms. And I have one more I have to finish. But I really wanted to show it to you. Okay, both of these are from material, I believe. I know this one is, and I'm pretty sure this is, that Sonia sent me. And she also sent me some Chanel bedspread. Quite a bit. And I can make all kinds of stuff with this. I love it. But I did make one with the same pattern. And this is a Chanel snowman. I haven't finished him up yet. I don't know if I'll have him finished up by the end of this here, but if I do, I'll include him in the picture. But isn't he cute? It's Chanel. All right, I think that is it. That's all. All right, until the next one, guys. We'll see you later.